You've got that one friend, right? The one who's perpetually canceling plans, always has something come up, feeling under the weather. Here's the truth. That friend isn't dodging you. They're safeguarding something vital. If you're the type who gets genuinely more thrilled about a Friday evening in comfortable clothes than a Friday night out on the town, this is for you. You're about to understand yourself on a completely different level. Today, we're unpacking the psychology behind people who genuinely love staying home. The ones society dismisses as dull, but neuroscience recognizes as something entirely different. Here's what you need to understand. Extroverts restore their energy by surrounding themselves with people. Their vitality springs from the commotion, the activity, the pandemonium. But introverts and those who gravitate towards solitude, they recharge in quietness. Every social exchange, even an enjoyable one, gradually depletes their reserves, and home represents the only charging station that genuinely works. Psychologists label this optimal arousal theory. Some individuals require more stimulation to feel satisfied, while others need considerably less. This isn't about laziness or avoidance. It's simply how their nervous system operates. Research demonstrates that introverts process stimuli differently than extroverts, due to distinct neurobiological processes in their brains, making them more sensitive to environmental stimulation. Because of this wiring, they require downtime to decompress from even routine activities. But there's something deeper happening beyond just introversion. Some individuals cherish staying home because their surroundings provide them a degree of control they can't access elsewhere. Out in the world, everything's unpredictable. Boisterous strangers, unexpected modifications, superficial conversation with people who couldn't care less about your response. But at home, you dictate the illumination, the sound levels, the entire atmosphere. For people experiencing anxiety or high sensitivity, that control isn't merely a preference, it's survival. Here's something that might surprise you. People who prefer staying home often possess vibrant inner worlds. Their minds are active, creative, and self-entertaining in ways that don't require constant external input. Staying home isn't about doing nothing. It's where the most innovative ideas emerge. Not in a packed bar, but in a peaceful corner with a book or during a thought spiral at 2 in the morning. The neurotransmitter acetylcholine plays a fascinating role here. Acetylcholine is essential for memory, learning, problem-solving, and focus. And research suggests introverts may preferentially use brain pathways activated by this neurotransmitter during quiet, inward-focused activities. And let's be frank, society romanticizes being out there. The influencers, the party photographs, the live your best life culture. But what if your best life involves a documentary, some comfort food, and zero obligations? That's not depressing. That's self-knowledge. These individuals have figured out what they need to thrive and are honoring those needs rather than conforming to external expectations. Now, we need to address something important. Some people stay home for a more troubling reason: social anxiety, previous trauma, depression, quietly murmuring, "What's the purpose?" And for them, home transforms into both sanctuary and prison simultaneously. So it's crucial to recognize, do you stay home because it replenishes you, or because departing feels overwhelmingly difficult? Because one represents peace, the other represents hiding. But for those who authentically love staying home, they're not missing anything. They're simply existing differently. They find joy in small rituals. The morning coffee routine, the favorite spot on the couch, the way light hits the room at sunset, things most people rush past. Psychologists describe this as low stimulation preference. These individuals don't need the external world to entertain them. Their internal world provides sufficient richness. One of the most telling traits of people who prefer staying home is their capacity for emotional self-regulation. They don't need constant distraction, entertainment, or social interaction to maintain emotional balance. Unlike those who become restless without external stimulation, home lovers have cultivated the ability to sit with themselves and their feelings without discomfort. This skill translates to remarkable comfort with silence and stillness. Where others might reach for their devices or seek company to avoid empty moments, people who love home view these moments as opportunities. And here's something fascinating about their social lives. These individuals are selective with their social energy, which is a finite resource that must be carefully managed. This selectivity leads to a preference for fewer, but more meaningful and deeper interactions. Rather than spreading themselves thin across dozens of casual acquaintances, they invest their limited social energy in relationships that matter. They'd rather have one profound conversation than 10 shallow ones. For many introverts, home is incredibly personal, which is why they're fiercely protective of it. Inviting people into their home is an act of trust, almost like inviting someone to step inside their mind. This explains why some home lovers find hosting or entertaining visitors, especially unannounced ones, incredibly draining. Home represents profound psychological safety. It offers predictability in an unpredictable world, control over an environment otherwise beyond our control, and emotional security in the face of constant external demands. There are no surprises at home, no unexpected social situations requiring navigation. This need becomes especially significant for sensitive personalities who experience the world more intensely than others. The preference for staying home appears to be expanding, and there are clear explanations for this shift. Modern life is characterized by overstimulation, burnout culture, and digital fatigue. We're constantly bombarded with information and demands on our attention, and for many people, this relentless stimulation has become exhausting. There's also been a broader shift toward intentional living and increased mental health awareness. People are recognizing that constant activity isn't equivalent to fulfillment. So if you're someone who genuinely loves staying home, understand this. You're not peculiar. You're not defective. Your brain is literally wired to find restoration in solitude. And that's not just acceptable, it's valuable. The world needs people who can sit with themselves, who can think deeply without constant stimulation, who know the difference between connection and codependency. You're wired for depth over noise, for peace over performance. If you turn down invitations without guilt, if you feel genuinely content on a solo Saturday, if you'd rather rewatch your comfort show than create memories, you're not broken. You're just operating on a different frequency. So tell me, do you prefer staying home or do you think we're all just rationalizing? Drop a comment and let me know. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. Understanding the psychology behind why we are the way we are is the first step to accepting ourselves fully. I'll see you in the next one.